Today I wanted to make a video talking about what my 5 favorite waifus are of all time. Well, if you don't like them, you're not just wrong, you're stupid. Number 1, these aren't in any particular order, by the way. My Sakura Jima from the Bunny Girl Senpai series, or the Albuta series, if you're in the know. And yeah, I think I've said this many times. She's my favorite. I'm not really as sure anymore, but what I am still sure of is that she's perfect in every, conceivable metric. Personality, character design, her dialogue, her voice acting, just everything. Like literally designed in a lab to be perfection. It'd be shorter to talk about the stuff that I don't like about her, which is because there's nothing. There's not anything that I don't like about her. I literally like everything about her. I'm not going to say that she majorly changed my life, but she is one of the main reasons why I like cartoons more than people. Up next, we got Kaguya Shinomiya from Kaguya-sama Love is War. That was the first anime that I ever watched. It introduced me to the medium. I don't even know why I liked it. I don't know what about it that I liked, but I'm glad that I did, because it got me hooked on this kind of stuff. For some reason, even without, knowing about the whole subculture of liking characters in this way, I immediately zeroed in and liked Kaguya in the way that, in the way that you appreciate a waifu professionally. I'm a professional waifuologist, by the way. But, I don't know, I guess it just fit with how I viewed media in general, that I would like a character that way, and, she's great. She has a very aesthetically pleasing design to me. Her hairstyle is so iconic, and I just really like the art style of Kaguya-sama. It's not as flashy as something like Oshinoko, but I think it all fits well together, which is the best part of it. And personality wise, there's no problems. She's also the only character that I have 2 figures of. Sundress Supremacy, by the way, for now. And next we have Ami Kawashima from my favorite anime for right now, which is, of course, Turtle. Yes, I do love Taiga so much, but Ami's my personal favorite from the show, and I just want to talk about her because I feel like she's very underrated. Look at that color scheme, dude. Just look at the color scheme. The way that the specific blue of the hair goes off of the red of the Ohashi uniform. It's fantastic. Also, the fact that she's the most emotionally mature of the whole cast. And, she's a diva, but she uses her powers for good. It's kind of difficult to explain why I like her. It's just, like a personal preference thing. You should watch the show, but I would tell you to do that anyway. Rika Takanashi from Love, Chinibi and Other Delusions. Probably another one of my favorite shows, Rika, where do I start with Rika? Rika Takanashi basically ruined my life because she's not real. Having a character that I feel like we would get along so well, and she's adorable, she's smart, and fashion. The fashion that these characters wear is very important to me, and it is on point. I could make a whole video just about that. If you think Yuta should have belonged with Shichimi, I'm going to run you over with a car. Incredible, amazing, show-stopping, just perfect in every conceivable way. There is nothing on this earth that, if a genie was real, if I had a genie lamp, that would be one of my 3 wishes. You don't get it, you think it's cringe, you're wrong. It's too good for you, that's why. It's because you don't understand it. You couldn't possibly begin to comprehend how great of a thing this is, that this was made on Earth, that you live in the same time to experience such a character. It's wonderful. Again, I need to make more stuff about Shinibyo because it's not talked about enough. I need to do my public service. Next up, Faye Valentine. I think this one actually changed how my brain is wired. The first thing I look for in a character is characterization, right? How I like them, how I like their personality, how I like their dialogue, how I like them, character design-wise. This, made me more open-minded to other aspects that are good as a character, because there are things that you just, there's things you can't miss. I'm not saying that if she was real, I would, treat her right, but what I am saying instead is that if she was real and I was married to her, I'd probably be the happiest person on earth. That's not that big of a claim to make. It's wild. It's incredible. Sanjo Gahara Hitagi. If there is any character that I could possibly say that I like more than my Sakurajima, it would be this character. There is no force on this earth that could convince me to like this character any less. In fact, any clear opposition, which is only done to be contrarian, because it's simply not logical to dislike this character, would only make me like her more. There is no rant. There is nothing you can say or do to me that will make me hate this character. Okay, so how do I even begin this? So she's perfect. Again, like, made a lot perfect, but this is beyond that, It's like, absolute zero. Like, it shouldn't exist. Bakemonogatari episode 12, Tsubasa Cat Part 2, it's probably the greatest, thing that I've experienced in the time that I've been alive. I feel like that's pretty safe to say. The fact that it was so beautiful and amazing and well put together, and, her and Araragi are just, they're so magnetic. They work so well together, and their relationship is very well developed and established. It made me realize that, one, that, yes, love is real, but two, that, real talk for a second, I was going through a pretty rough time in my life around the time that I was first watching that show, and it was helping me out a lot in general, even the episodes before then, because they're all about, learning to accept people even when they themselves have given up. That there's always a reason to not give up. Not that that's what I wanted to do, particularly, but a thought did cross my mind. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people think about it. Way less people do it, thank God, but everyone gets to that point at some point, It's about how you get out of it that's important. So that show had already helped me out tremendously, but watching that episode was the thing that definitively, I changed how I lived my life tremendously after watching that, and it made me appreciate Senju Gahara in a way that would be impossible to ever describe to anybody else, even the people that are really close to me in my life. But I'm gonna try. All I'll say for now, before I make a way more in-depth video about what I like about Senju Gahara, is that I'll leave it to this. It's no exaggeration that she's so beautiful that she saved my life. Honorable mention, Haruhi Fujioka from Oran High School Host Club, because, come on, are you kidding me? Comment below on what your favorite waifu is. And, at some point I'll make a video about why I like all these characters, why I like Rika, why I like Senju Gahara, Netoko. Maybe one day I'll do a why I like Sakura better than Hinata. But, just know that I do have a lot to say about these things. It just might be difficult for me to put them into words. I've never really been good at that.